Good morning and welcome to VLOG25. It is February the 10th and it's the start of a new week. Let's have a quick look at the store and see where we are. In terms of parts, where are we? 382,000 parts, and that's an increase of just short of 14,000 on last week. So not too bad. But the lot count has been reduced quite a lot by 135, so we're down to 13,329. Now that was primarily caused by the huge orders that we had on Wednesday when we did over 500 lots. So that's down by, like I say, 135. Feedback over here, 5,063. Now that's an increase of 13. Yeah, 13. No, 16. I'm reading the wrong figures. Increase of 16 over last week, which is not bad considering we had just over 30 orders. So the order count is slightly down, but again helped by the big orders from Wednesday. So sort of financially we're okay. We hit the targets. So number of orders sits at 9,127. So edging closer to 10,000. Be a while yet, but that would be a great milestone to hit. YouTube growing very nicely. 621. Now that's an increase of 13 over last week. So if you are new to the channel, welcome. Pleased that you've subscribed and that hopefully you're enjoying the content. Let's just have a quick look at the orders that came in overnight and from Saturday afternoon onwards really. What have we got? Sold the remote control, I suppose it is. Technic remote control. Again, that was part of Brick Arena's bulk stock. So great to see that go. We've got a Batman minifigure here with the sort of hard plastic cape. A Lego Movie, I think it's a Dimension set with a Benny minifigure in there, and customers also ordered some other Lego Movie minifigures as well. I think there's 3 of them in there. Rest of the orders are just simple parts orders. Yep. But I've sold the last one of these Axle 7 in black that sold for, goes for nearly £10 that. So pleased that that's gone. Take it out of that order, put it in the right one. So there you go, that's just a quick roundup of the orders from the weekend. So we'll get those packed shortly. Now the mission for this morning is to go back and finish off a little bit of an update to BRICKS. I think in last week's vlog I showed you a sort of manual price override, and I just want to neaten up that and get the box in the right place and sort out the submit button and everything. So I want to do that, and then I can push that out to live, and that will give, I think there's 2 little updates in there, but I'll talk about that in a bit if I can get that done. And then this afternoon I'm going to probably do, I'm going to do some uploading. I'll go in the conservatory and see what I can find and make a decision on whether it's a Rayco unit or something else. I do have that box to go through, which is bulk, but I'll see, because I could really do with clearing some of that off my desk and create a bit more space. So I might just do a Rayco unit. Apart from that, nothing else to report just yet, so let's get cracking. So it's been quite a busy morning here at superBRICKS HQ. I've just released an update to BRICKS, which is available on both the standard and premium versions. And I did mention it in last week's vlog, but it's this lock price tick box and the override price. And effectively, this allows you to enter your own prices. So just for example, I'm just going to look at Darth Vader SW1249. My current selling price is £6.28. The current 6-month average is £4.94, which means I'm overpriced by 10 pence based on the sell-through. Now the sell-through is quite high, it's 160%. Okay, but BRICKmetrics wants me to reduce my price down to £6.18. Okay, and you can see that with the update button here. Now, if you click on the sell-through, it'll open up into a new tab that shows the price guide. Oops. So there you go. There's the average price at £4.94. You can just see that here. And if I scroll down the page, there we are currently sitting at £6.28. We've got 5 of them in stock. Okay, so I might decide that I'm quite happy sitting at £6.28. So if I tick this box, the page refreshes, and as you can see, the blue update button is now gone, and the price, our price, is locked in at £6.28, which means if you use the bulk update button at the top of the page, this one, Darth Vader will be ignored. It won't update the price. It won't take it down to that recommended level. It will stay at £6.28. And I think that's quite a useful feature, actually. So that helps you sort of, you know, your parts, your sets, your minifigures that might just be sitting outside of that average, and your percentage increase or decrease for that matter, and you're quite happy to lock that price in and not have BRICKmetrics suggest new prices. Now alternatively, if I untick this box and just bring it back to the suggested, I might say, do you know what, I'm quite happy to reduce the price, but I don't want to reduce it to £6.18. Just based on this and looking at the other averages, the other selling prices, I might decide, do you know what, I think I want to go a little bit cheaper. I might want to take it down to £5.50. I mean, looking at the sales that are occurring right now, we can see 6 of them have sold for £4 each, which is pretty cheap. But I might want to take it down to £5.50. So in that case, I'm just going to put £5.50 in the override price field and then hit the update now button. Okay, and the page will refresh, and as you can see, there we go, £5.50 is the current price. The lock is now ticked and the override still states £5.50 to show that I've manually changed that price. And as you can see now, it now thinks I'm too cheap, which is why it's in red, but there's no update button anymore, again because the lock is in place. And if we go back to BrickLink and we just refresh, there you go. We've now set the price to be £5.50 for those 5 Darth Vaders. So that's the update that's been done this morning. That's now live. It's available, like I said, in the standard and premium versions. So hopefully that will be of use to everybody. As always, any comments or queries, either drop them in the video below in the comment section, or just drop me an email at support@brickmetrics.co.uk. Every now and again, I mean quite often actually, I will do coding on the site to introduce new features and fix any issues that anyone finds, but hopefully not. Now then, I've also spent a bit of time creating another Brick Store file, and I remembered, obviously last week I finished off the larger of the WAM storage boxes, and I remembered I'd got some of these slightly smaller ones. So again, these are taking up quite a bit of space, and we are going to sell these once they are empty. So I've got a few to get through, so I made a start. Oops, and I've managed to get through I think it's 2 of them. Yeah, 2 of them. I've got nearly 5 40 lots, but nearly 400 parts laid out in front of me now. So I finished that off, and then thought I'd have a bit of a bite to eat for lunch. And when I came back, we've had another big order. This time, over 100 lots. So I've picked it, and that's these 2 stacks here. Lots and lots and lots of different parts, all sorts of different stuff. I'm not going to go through the whole thing because that would just take too long. Customer has ordered it to be sent via 24-hour with Royal Mail, track 24. So I need to get this order packed up now so that it's ready for when I do the school pickup in a short while. But also we got another order here. Oh dear, that didn't sound too good. I'm hoping the lid stayed on. We'll go and check in a minute. Yeah, this order here was paid for with first class post. So again, we'll get that order out today so that the customers hopefully receive them tomorrow or maybe Wednesday. Right, here we go. Let's go and have a look. I'm not seeing anything on the floor. Oh no, there are some parts on the floor. Oh dear. Oh dear. Right. Well, that's just another job I've got to do. There you go. Don't try and balance them on something. It looks like I've moved the bottom bits in too far. Damn. Right, okay. Well, I've got to clear that up and get these orders done. So let's get on with it. Good morning, it's Tuesday and just 3 orders have come in overnight. So a nice easy pick. Sticker sheet and a minifigure, and then a little guitar in this one. I think it's off a collectible minifigure, and I've got a feeling that might be the head from it. I could be wrong. But yeah, nice and easy to pack up and get off to the post office. So last night I continued to work on a second brick store file, which is nearly ready. Lots and lots of printed tiles in here. I think these are from those video sets. I think there were quite a few of those parted out, so there's quite a lot of printed tiles in there. I'm currently up to just over 700 parts, 45 lots, and there's still a bit more left in the storage container to go through, but I might just call that and get it uploaded. Now, the other thing that happened last night, I don't think I've even mentioned this just yet. Last week, Ralph from Ralph's Bricks reached out to me to invite me onto his it's his paid channel on YouTube. And I suppose it's a kind of, I don't want to say interview, I don't think it's really an interview, but to have a chat about Brickmetrics. Ralph saw the Q&A video that I did with Noah from the Brick Shed, and he's also recorded a reaction video to it, which is what you can see on screen here. So at first I was very excited about coming on and talking about Brickmetrics. Then I watched the reaction video, and I suppose in a way it's made me really, really anxious, but I don't know why. Ralph wasn't negative, he didn't didn't rip apart the site in any way, but I don't know, last night I just suddenly just had a really bad, anxious sort of reaction to the video, and I can't really put my finger on why. I think what I need to do is probably watch it again. I might make some notes and get myself prepared for tomorrow afternoon, because tomorrow afternoon at about 2 o'clock is when they want to record the session, and then I presume it will go out on Ralph's paid for YouTube. So you have to be a subscriber to be able to watch the video. So yeah, I'm feeling a bit weird this morning. I suppose I'm putting pressure on myself, which I shouldn't be doing. But I need to take some time and sort of understand and be able to respond to Ralph's questions in the video. And please don't get me wrong, Ralph hasn't, you know, given me a hard time, and I'm not blaming Ralph. This is my anxiety to a situation that I'm not over familiar with. I did a Q&A session with Noah, and that's the first time I've ever done it, and it kind of felt all right, and I don't know why this second one I'm feeling so different about. So anyway, look, I don't really mean to be negative. I don't think I'm being negative. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. I don't know. Right, I need to crack on. I'll get these orders packed, try and get this lot put away, school run, and try and clear my head and have another run on it this morning. I've got a different project on this morning, totally unrelated to Bricklink, so I need to clear my head for that. Right, let's get cracking. Good morning, it's Wednesday, and I thought I'd just give you a quick update on the Stripe situation that I mentioned last week. Now, the issue I had was that when customers pay on Stripe, I wasn't getting any sort of notification. I get notifications from PayPal when customers pay through that, and the point I was making was that it would be nice to know that someone's paid for an order, especially when they're quite large, and I can then work out when to pick the order. A few people have commented, but I did find a solution. It was actually quite straightforward in the end. Just download the Stripe app, as simple as that. Log in and get it connected, and then in the top left hand corner is a menu option to look at your account. And one of the options in there is notification settings, and by default they're all switched off. There's different levels you can go for failed payments and things like that, but one of them is successful payments. Just switch that on for each of your own merchants. Now I've got a few because I've got BrickOwl and Bricklink, so there's two there, but I've also got BrickMetric, so I switched it on for that as well. And sure enough, over the last couple of days, you just get a push notification when someone pays by Stripe, and so straight away I knew, great, I now know I'm being paid. There's an order that's sat there that's probably awaiting picking, and I'm more aware. So just a little trick for you. If you are using Stripe, just download the app and then switch on your notifications. Simple. Right, let's get on with the rest of the day. Okay, so here we are, like I said, Wednesday morning, and the orders are all picked, ready for packing. Probably the most interesting order is this one. This was the largest one in terms of value, but the customers bought the small electric motor, Technic motor, that I listed a couple of weeks ago. It was found in all the bulk coming from Brick Arena, but alongside that the customers also ordered the pulley that goes on the end of the motor, the top and the bottom holder, and then these other components for the old vintage electric light and sound. So a nice little order that, thank you very much. The rest of the orders were just parts orders, I think, yeah, on lots of these 2x2 round bricks in Translight Blue. Okay, so yesterday afternoon, or yesterday, like I said earlier, that I don't know what it was. I struggled a bit with the reaction video from Ralph's Bricks. I've decided that what I'm going to do is I'm going to watch the video again this morning, and I'm going to make some notes and then get myself prepared for the meeting this afternoon. Let's call it a meeting, shall we? So that I'm, you know, more confident. I got a good night's sleep last night. I went to bed early, so I'm up and I'm feeling much better today. So that's good. Right, going back to yesterday though. look at that, it's empty. I've nearly finished it. I've got a few bags over there to sort out and just a couple more on my desk. And then that will be the dark bluish grey bulk box finished off. I also finished off the rest of those WAM drawers, the WAM compartments. They've gone, done and dusted. So my office is looking so much better, and it's really great to be able to move the chair all the way along here and also stand there, because when I'm picking, I can now just turn the tablet around and I can view it from both sides, which means when I start over here, I pick from that wall, I pick up to about here, I come around this side and I can carry on picking along here, and then round to this side of the room and I can pick from there, all stood from where I am right here. So it just helps, just that little bit has helped speed up the picking process, and I can move. So yeah, nice positive clean change in my workspace. So yeah, all good. Right, I'll get these orders packed up and do a bit more work on the brick store file before the school run, and then can have a relax and watch some videos. Right, let's get cracking. So a rather productive morning so far. I've managed to put away all of that dark bluish grey bulk and upload it, which has now meant that all the box is gone, and look at that, it's all nice and clear. Yes, happy days. Right, I started working on another file because obviously now I can get to, sorry, I'm waving the camera around quite a lot, aren't I? Because I can now get to these drawers, I thought I'll finish off the minifigures that were over here. But what I didn't realise is that a lot of the minifigures in these drawers are actually used. So I've taken out the new ones and I've got them all here now. You can just see them. What was in there? Hidden Side, Series 25 collectible minifigures, a couple of Disney 100s, and some advent calendar stuff, and I did find a couple of Harry Potter. So that's the rest of the new minifigures done. The used ones will have to wait until I produce some more labels, and they're going to go in this set of drawers here. So I've got all of these drawers are all currently empty, so the numbering sequence will just follow on from U04. So these have become U05, but I need to print out the labels and get some stuck on before I can do those used minifigures. Now, when my delivery arrives today from Lego, that might be New Set Friday. I'll see if I've got enough time in the week. But that means I need to produce some labels anyway, so I'll do them both at the same time. And the reason for that is I have to swap the labels out on the Zebra. And every time you do that, you end up wasting a few labels, and I just don't want to. I don't want to really waste labels. So I try and do it I try to do it not as often as I can. Does that make sense? Anyway, the reason for me coming on video, the main reason, was these. I started to, well, obviously after doing the minifigures, I decided to fill up the rest of the desk with some more of the bulk from the really useful drawers. And I came across these. Let me just find the part number. These are 47905s. Modified brick 1x1 with 2 studs. Now it's going to be really difficult to show this, but as I was looking at them, I noticed that there were 2 different shades, and at first I thought, oh no, they've become sun damaged while they've been in storage, or from Keith. Now I haven't had any sun damage stock from Keith, so I kind of quickly dismissed that. But when you look at them really careful in a certain light, I don't know if you can just see that, they are 2 different shades. But when you look all the way around, top and bottom, it's the same shade all the way through, and it's the same on the other one. It's a different shade, but it's the same shade all the way around. Now that doesn't happen with sun bleaching. With sun bleaching, you'll get one side or just one, you know, one sort of face will get sun bleached, the rest won't. So that to me says these are just two different shades as produced by Lego. I've never seen that before with the sand green colour, but there you go. They are definitely slightly different shades. Now when I list these, I just put a comment to say that the shades may vary. I always try to match them up. If someone buys, you know, 2 or 3, I'll try and make sure that they're all the same shade. But that's more if you buy, you know, sort of larger amount, that they might differ. I certainly can't sit here and separate them all out. That would be too time consuming. But there you go, just one thing to watch out for when you're sorting quite a few parts. Right, I'll get these counted and added to the file. Hiya, so I've just finished the call with Ralph from Ralph's Bricks, and also with Ben and Chris, and I'm kind of buzzing. I think it went really well. I hope. It was good. I probably had no reason to be nervous or be anxious, but maybe it was my thoughts just running away with me, but it was good. Ralph was really welcoming. Before we started the video, I had a bit of a chat with him. I ran out of time. I had to go and do the school pickup, but we knew that before we started, so we only had an hour to talk. It was good. I learnt a bit. Again, some ideas, great ideas and suggestions for the site. I got to talk about the site. I got to show it off. It was received really well. Yeah, it was really good. Like I say, I'm quite sort of buzzing, happy. So I just thought I'd put that on video because obviously I talked a couple of days ago about how I was feeling anxious about it, but you know, all in all, you know, it was good. And I suppose if I keep putting myself in those kind of situations, my confidence is going to grow. I think I said in vlog number 1 that I was outside of my comfort zone doing this kind of thing, and hopefully, you know, 25 vlogs later and now 2 sort of interviews later, I think that confidence is coming together. So from a sort of personal development point of view, it's really helping. Right, I might just have a bit of downtime now. I'm sat here wondering what I should do. I'm doing a little bit of marketing for East Midlands Lego Hire, but I might just finish that, and then I've got some other, well, I've got parents' evening to go to next, so I've got to get that done, and then I'll spend some time with the family tonight, and yeah, maybe celebrate. It's a little success, so yeah, I don't know how we'll celebrate. It won't be alcoholic, I don't think. Yeah, catch you all in a bit. Good morning, it's Thursday, and we did end up celebrating last night. The youngest lad had a really good parents' evening, so that and the successful meeting yesterday meant yeah, we let our hair down a little bit. No alcohol for me, but it was a nice evening and good to spend some time with the family. So not a lot to report actually this morning. There was 5 orders in overnight and from yesterday afternoon. This one is for some of the older train windows. The largest order was quite a few Bionicle connectors, Technic connectors. There's quite a few of these, which is great to see going out, because in the bulk I've been sorting from Brick Arena, there are loads of these, all the different styles and types. So that's a nice order there going out. The rest are just sort of general parts orders. This one has those fibre optic pieces in. Again, they were found in the bulk from Brick Arena. So we'll get those packed up and out. And that's really it. I've got a whole heap of work to do on a different project this morning. I will discuss that at some point in the future when we're ready, but it's not Lego related. So I've got to really focus on that, because we've got a deadline looming very, very, very soon. So that's going to take me away from doing anything Lego related this morning. But that's just the way it goes. And then maybe this afternoon I might carry on with the brick store file. I don't know if you can just see it there. I've made a start, just emptying out some of the other WAM containers. My Lego delivery did arrive yesterday, so I've got that on my task list as well, but that doesn't need to be done before, well, until Friday. So I've got a little bit of time on that. Anyway, right, best get cracking and see how much I can get done before the school run. Good morning, it's Friday, it's Valentine's Day, and if you're watching, happy birthday, Jack. Now, I didn't do any filming first thing this morning with the orders, just simply because there was only a couple, and I wasn't sure if everyone was interested in the content. Still grateful for every order though, don't get me wrong. So, this morning, I've got another brick store file ready. I managed to empty out another one of the really useful drawers, just with these bulkier items here, and also the last of the storage, the WAM storage containers that I brought through. I think I've still got probably 15 maybe to do. They're all just sort of stacked up in the conservatory. So there's a couple of thousand parts there. You can just see there, 36 lots, 2,000 parts. So we'll try and get them uploaded this morning. And then I can get on with a little bit of coding for Brickmetrics. I think this is more sort of behind the scenes, but it will allow some new functionality in the next update. Now I've also got this order that's been placed. It's going out to the United States, but it's for these 1x1 tiles. I don't know if you can quite see that. There we go. But there's over, I think there's over 300 in there. Value wise, it's worth £50, which is quite shocking really, but I've submitted the postage costs to the customer and I'm just waiting for that order to be paid. Now I had 5 sets returned yesterday from East Midlands Lego Hire. This one is the Land Rover, and I'm going to rebox this into a different box and repurpose this one because there's quite a bit of space left in that box, so it makes sense to put it in a different one. And the main reason for doing that is I think I'm going to need the box for today's New Set Friday, which is this one here, and this is Tudor Corner. So this is what arrived yesterday, or was it the day before? I can't remember now, but I've got that to get ready, so that's this afternoon's job. We'll get that rebagged, ready for New Set Friday. Now the other thing, the other update is this is 500 grams just over of mixed used parts that I've taken from the bulk that came from Brick Arena. It's been washed. It's been sorted out just in terms of I've removed any sort of non-Lego, any really bad bits that you always get in bulk, and hopefully this is just good, clean Lego. It's not rejects. I haven't been through this. I mean, some of this would probably end up in the Bricklink store. But I've got so much of it. It's taken up so much room that I thought I'd just have a go on Facebook Marketplace. Bags of 500 grams, £6, just to see if I get any interest. If I don't get any interest, it doesn't matter. It's not costing me anything. The advert can just sit on the marketplace groups, and if any sell, they sell, which is fantastic. It's a bit of extra cash. It's not going to make a big dent in everything, but it does shift a little bit of bulk, and every little helps, as they say. So someone has reached out to me and asked for another photo, which I've done. I'm not sure I want to be doing that for every single order, but we'll see if it results in a sale, and take it from there. So I think that's about it for an update. Another busy day. I'll get cracking. Good afternoon, it's Sunday and it is the final day of the week. Just a very quick catch up. Yesterday, the only sort of Lego work I did was another brick store file upload, just another couple of thousand parts. It finished off some of the WAM storage containers, and I posted out, it was only about 3 or 4 orders yesterday, and again, there wasn't a lot to see, so I didn't video anything. Today, I've had a bit of a tidy up. The room was getting a bit crowded. I had some sets come back from East Midlands Lego Hive, so they've all been checked and put away, so it's a little bit clearer now. Now, the only thing I wanted to just point out actually from New Set Friday was this is how the instructions came in Tudor Corner, and this sort of paper sleeve. So that's all great because that's easily recyclable, but so was the cardboard. However, we use the cardboard to protect the instructions, or to at least extend the life of the instructions, and this just won't cut it. So the instructions for the Tudor Corner have just gone in loose, which I'm not that happy with, to be quite honest. I might have to find some other way of storing them, because it does help prolong the life of the instructions. I mean, they don't last forever, and they do get used quite a lot, obviously, so they do get tatty, but I always felt the cardboard sort of protected them a little bit. But yeah, this is obviously a change by Lego to probably reduce costs, I would imagine. I would have thought this paper sleeve was cheaper than the cardboard one. So not really for the environment, I just think cost cutting, but never mind. I'm certainly not going to be able to change Lego's view on that. What else have I done? Oh, the other thing I saw today on a Facebook group was another Bricklink seller advertised a 40% off sale. Now, I very quickly used Brickmetrics, the premium version, and the sort of alpha version of the top 250 sell through to help me place an order. So I've got an order that's gone in today for some parts to replenish sort of high, top selling, high sell through items, and a few other bits and pieces. I needed some for some of the Lego hire. I've got some missing parts that I need to replace. I've got a customer order that I'm putting together, so I needed some parts for that. And like I've always said, I always have a look then for any other parts that might be on my other wanted lists, especially from the top 250. So that's it, I think, to wrap the week up. If you've made it this far, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. It looks like we might have hit the 4,000 watch hours, which is great. The next step is just to get the subscribers up to 1,000, the magic 1,000. So we're currently sitting at 632. So quite a bit to go, quite a bit of a way to go. So if you haven't, and you do enjoy watching these videos, please do subscribe. If you've got any comments, drop them below. Otherwise, thank you very much, and I'll see you all next week.